Shahid Khan's net worth, according to Forbes, is $11.7 billion. He's the owner of the car company Flex-N-Gate LLC and the world's second largest wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling. He was born into a middle-income family. Shahid Khan had come to the United States to study at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. When the university opened, Khan enrolled for a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. While in college, Khan worked part-time at a local business called Flex-N-Gate. In 1978, Khan started Bumper Works. He launched the business with $16,000 in savings and a $50,000 loan from the U.S. Small Business Administration. Starting out with $2 billion in revenue in 2010, Khan more than quadrupled this to $8.89 billion in 2020. Khan owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, an NFL team, which he acquired in November of 2011 for $770 million. He also owns a soccer team, Fulham FC, which plays in the English Premier League. He bought it in 2013 for $300 million. Together with his son Tony Khan, Khan invested in All Elite Wrestling in 2019. He bought the Flex-N-Gate when it was in financial trouble and turned it into a multi-billion-dollar organization. Shahid Khan's net worth, according to Forbes, is $11.7 billion. He's the owner of the car company Flex-N-Gate LLC and the world's second largest wrestling company, All Elite Wrestling. He also owns the NFL team Jacksonville Jaguars, valued at $3.48 billion, and owns British Fulham Football Club. Flex-N-Gate LLC's revenue is around $8 billion, and it supplies bumpers to all major car companies. At the age of 16 with no money, Shahid Khan came to the USA from Pakistan. He did not have a place to stay, and he had nothing to eat. Things looked bad, but today he's one of the richest people in the world. Want to know how he did it? Then watch the full video. We at Business Chronicles tell the stories of extraordinary successful people. Please subscribe to our channel to help us in making more videos. Shahid Rafiq Khan was born on July 18, 1950 in Lahore, Pakistan. He was born into a middle-income family. His father, Rafiq Khan, owned a shop where he sold surveying and drawing tools. His mother, Zakia, was a mathematics professor at a college. As a boy, Shahid displayed a knack for inventing and entrepreneurship. He built and sold radios to locals and leased out comics to his friends for a fee. He also loved sports and spent many afternoons in the local cricket stadium where Pakistan's national team played. His father was a firm believer in frugality, so whenever there was a big cricket game, Shahid would go to the stadium as early as he could to get in for free. Shahid studied at St. Anthony's School. In the afternoons, he would enjoy riding his motorbike with his friends. He already knew he wanted to go to the United States then and would tell his friends that. In 1967, he achieved his dream and moved to the United States. He was 16 years old and only had $500 in savings, which his father had scraped together from his shop. Shahid Khan had come to the United States to study at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. However, he arrived before the school's dorms were open, so he lived in a YMCA, paying $3 for a room and meal. Fearing that he would deplete his savings, he got a job washing dishes at a restaurant for $1.20 an hour. When the university opened, Khan enrolled for a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering. Eager to learn about his new country, he applied to join a fraternity and was accepted to the highly selective Beta Theta Pi fraternity. He would often go to sports games with his fraternity friends, learning about American football and basketball. Khan graduated college in June of 1971 at the age of 20 years old. While in college, Khan worked part-time at a local business called Flex-N-Gate. It made aftermarket car parts, and its primary product was an auto bumper it made by welding together over a dozen individual parts. After graduating, the company hired him to work as its engineering manager. Khan worked at Flex-N-Gate for about 7 years before becoming tired of the aftermarket business. It was cheap and there was no innovation happening. No one cared about the weight or strength of bumpers, which Khan believed was critical. He realized that to make a meaningful impact, he had to sell to automakers themselves. In 1978, Khan started Bumper Works. He launched the business with $16,000 in savings and a $50,000 loan from the U.S. Small Business Administration. He focused the company on making bumpers for automakers. Leveraging his engineering skills, he designed and built a bumper that was lightweight and sturdy, enabling car owners to make fuel savings. One of Khan's early customers was General Motors, which was importing its Chevy LUV truck from Japan. The truck missed its weight requirements, so GM needed Khan's lightweight bumpers. Chrysler had a similar problem with its Dodge D50 made by Mitsubishi. It became another of Khan's customers. Khan's success did not go unnoticed. His former employer, Flex-N-Gate, sued him for breaching fiduciary duty and stealing trade secrets. Khan hired a lawyer and defended himself in court. While Khan won several rounds, the trial lasted 2 years, going all the way to Illinois Supreme Court. It ended there after the court objected to hearing an appeal by Flex-N-Gate. The end of the trial gave Khan plenty of breathing room. His business was taking off while Flex-N-Gate was losing $50,000 monthly. He put together $800,000 and acquired his former employer and all of its assets. Assuming the name Flex-N-Gate, Khan built his company to manufacture high-quality bumpers for the top automakers in the country. During the 1980s, Khan also diversified his business's product portfolio, making brush guards, grill guards, light bars, winch mounts, and tube bumpers. The company even expanded into making integrated running board systems and specialty off-road products for its original equipment customers. Despite Khan's early success, he was still running a relatively small business, making about 200 bumpers a day. He was unable to meet the high demand for bumpers that a big automaker like GM required, so the automaker made a run at him. GM told him it would use his revolutionary bumper design in all of its trucks, but subcontract production to some of its larger suppliers. Khan knew he couldn't jump from 200 to 40,000 bumpers a day, so instead of fighting GM, he asked them to help him land a deal with Isuzu. GM already imported trucks from Isuzu, and they had a good working relationship. GM agreed and made the introduction. Khan was betting that the Japanese automaker would enter the US market directly, starting by selling cars at a low volume before ramping up production. He was right. He scored a deal with Isuzu, then Mazda, and in 1984 was selling bumpers to Toyota. As the Japanese automakers expanded into the United States, Khan grew with them. By 1987, he was Toyota's sole supplier, and by 1989, he was supplying Toyota's entire US fleet. From 1990 to 2022, Khan expanded his business leaps and bounds. In the 1990s, he increased Flex-N-Gate's manufacturing facilities to 6 and incorporated Toyota's lean manufacturing style in them. This way, he kept waste at a minimum and allowed just-in-time deliveries of car parts. The Toyota way also involved constantly looking for new ways to improve operations. Khan encouraged his team to not be satisfied with current practices and constantly find new ways to improve operations and profitability. In the 2000s, Flex-N-Gate expanded through a series of strategic acquisitions. While it did open new facilities of its own, it also acquired others to enhance its body structure and chassis stamping works, broaden its interior plastics assembly capacity, and develop a full tire changing package for the auto industry. Some of the acquisitions Khan spearheaded included Ventra Group in 2001 and 4 plants by Collins and Eichmann in 2004. Khan further led the acquisition of Blackhawk Automotive Plastics in 2008 and Meridian Automotive's bumper system business in 2009. In the 2010s, Khan led Flex-N-Gate to make additional acquisitions and open new facilities in Latin America and Asia. He also expanded the company's mechanical assembly and sequencing capabilities. Starting out with $2 billion in revenue in 2010, Khan more than quadrupled this to $8.89 billion in 2020. As of November 2022, Flex-N-Gate has 69 manufacturing facilities around the world, employing over 26,000 people. Khan has a net worth of $11.9 billion, making him the 148th richest person in the world. Khan owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, an NFL team, which he acquired in November of 2011 for $770 million. He also owns a soccer team, Fulham FC, which plays in the English Premier League. He bought it in 2013 for $300 million. Together with his son Tony Khan, Khan invested in All Elite Wrestling in 2019. Beyond sports, Khan is a major shareholder of Black News Channel. He acquired the Urbana Golf and Country Club. An astute philanthropist, Khan has donated millions of dollars to his alma mater, the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. He spent over $10 million building out academic buildings, paid for a tennis center, and donated money to the school's athletic department. He even lends out his plane to the school for recruitment purposes. In 2022, he donated $15 million to the University of Illinois' Veterinary Teaching Hospital. Khan has donated over $1 million to the YMCA and is involved in efforts to eradicate polio in Pakistan. In Florida, Khan has donated $1 million to the Baptist MD Anderson Cancer Center and created a Jacksonville Jaguars endowment for breast cancer treatment and care. He's also donated $5 million to the Museum of Science and History in Jacksonville. Khan served as a past board member of the NFL Foundation. Shahid Khan was an immigrant, but he had no money in his pockets, but his hopes were high. He truly believed in the American dream. It rarely happens when you work at some company and later you own the company. It happened to Shahid Khan. He bought the Flex-N-Gate when it was in financial trouble and turned it into a multi-billion-dollar organization. Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.